This would be my first video on my 91 catching under OBS. This is going to be an overall for the starting of the build. So far, very first thing I ever did to this thing, I put brand new brakes on it, put calipers, rotors, and pads on it. I also did U-bolts. Brand new U-bolts on it. The first side I did was my first ever U-bolt job I've ever did, and that's kind of crooked. So I got to fix that to make it lined up like that one is. That one I got to sit true. This one I did not. So far, it's quite a bit rusty, but the frame's good and solid. Besides behind the cab, it's getting a little bit thin. Also fixed tailgate issue, most common thing. So slide pins getting disconnected or broken. These ones were disconnected, I got lucky. Where it's got quite a bit of body rest, but I plan on doing body work on it to make it a lot better. Including cab corners. I'm going to cut those, put slip-ons. And for the fenders, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to replace those all together because I'm not looking to do that much work to it. Also, sorry about the mess. It's because I was doing my own brake lines. Also had to fully replace front brake lines. Oh, I lied. The very first thing I ever did to this was put subs in it. Subs in the net. And those do work. I also put a new radio in it. Still got to get the dash kit for it. Everything's wired up. I don't think I wired it up correctly because only that speaker right over there. That one's the only one that works. This one was working before until I rewired that. So I made a big mess on that. And classic broken dash. Also another thing, the dash lights do not work. No clue. Those work. Nothing here lights up. These do not work right here, but these do work. So I need to fix the running lights. Also plan on getting new dash and lights, possibly new bumper because I want a black one, along with black mirrors, but I might keep it original chrome, you know, keep it up. Okay, I think that's about it for the front. I'm pretty sure it's this switch right here, but also there's a light disconnected from the running lights. Could either be that the switch burned up and they cut the wire. I'll show you that here in a second. Also, if it works, it works. This is a TBI 350. It's got 241,000 miles on it. Bent my own brake lines, redid them all. Did not even bother to take the old ones out and put them right back there. Just bent them out of the way of everything. Also put brand new soft lines on it. I was struggling the other day with this kink line here. The original owner kinked this line. So I thought of just redoing it. So I gotta at least have front brakes until I bought the back brakes next week when I get paid. That's just a kink line running. They were struggling with this one leaking. I finally got to stop leaking when I got pressure to the pedal finally. This one has a solid, small, tiny little leak here on this brass line. So putting that to steel line, I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. And this kink line over here, where they kinked it, that started leaking again too. So I got to re-kink that. Another issue I ran into was another most common OBS Chevy problem. So very back bolt back there, that bolt snapped off. So now it's just doesn't run right now. After I replace the cap and rotor, I also replace the plugs. Since the rotor's loose, it's jumping timing. So it's running like it's cammed. Running really terrible. Those are the new plugs there I installed. That should be about all that I've replaced. If you guys know any info about some of these things here, I would really appreciate the help. Also, another thing I got for it is I got a gasket kit for the TBI throttle body. I also got valve cover gaskets, whole oil change, fuel filter, oil filter, and like I said before, the gaskets. So far, I've actually been able to get brake pressure, get those tires spinning. So far it's not too bad of an interior, besides headliner. I plan on replacing that later down the road after I finish all the mechanical issues. Don't mind my sub ground. I mean, if it works, it works. Not a permanent fix, trust me. Also, AC does not work. Not turn on. It does the same thing when the vehicle's on. Nothing. That radio is just sitting there because it's all plugged into that, obviously. Wipers do work, but they do not work off the switch very well. They do what they want. So I'm going to have to replace the circuit board on that. Heard that's pretty easy. Slide it in and out. Unplug, plug and play. Also, that's my amp wire. That's not permanent either until I could get a grommet puncturer put through the dash of the firewall. That's also going to be once I get the mechanical issues done and over with. So far, I'm going to start doing a build series on it. So that'll be coming to you pretty soon. It's not too bad of a truck. It's a beater, but I plan on making it a gym. It's going to take a lot of money and time, but I still got hope for this thing. Let me show you guys that pedal, what I mean. I do have brake pressure now, at least. Before, it just went straight to the floor without any effort because there was no brake lines connected. It'll leak, but at least if I need to move it around after I fix that, replace the distributor, which I plan on doing because of that dumb broken bolt. Seem to get slapped with every most common Chevy OBS problem there is on the market. Also, my electrical box is sitting out on the weather. That, yeah, smart idea. Had these brakes bled and everything replaced in one night. So that was fun. It was cold and rainy. Couldn't feel my fingers for like the next day. Yeah. Alright. Do me a favor. Stick around to see the next video. Appreciate it.